Hey everybody, this is Kuuimpact with Let's Play Edna and Harvey the Breakout. We got a couple of things we need to do
Very
today.
nicely done.
Now that we're back on the other side of the bars, by the way, of the doors I can't open
Hello?
anyways.
Dr. Marcel? Is that you? It is so true to life. Almost real.
Wonder who did this.
I can take a page or two from this guy's book.
Of course.
Pure eye candy. No, this should...
Doesn't want to wreck this one.
The picture doesn't suck, and I won't either. A toast to the artist. No, I can't stop hanging around this picture.
Oh god. There's so many things we can do.
Speechless. Cool. No. It's so good, it should be illegal. In this panel, we see Captain Useless painting flames on the hood of the Honkmobile.
Surprised we haven't
No, this
gotten the achievement for this.
Edna, quick, hide! It's Dr. Marcel!
Relax, Harv. It's just a picture.
He can't tell the difference. Alright, let's go in here. Oh, this looks great.
Only trained heating engineers can handle these. What do you make of it, Harvey?
We don't need all that. I've got...
You think?
Sure, trust me.
Oh god, I don't trust
You
him.
like to control others, don't you? I despise you, maintenance controls. I can do quite well without even more control from the outside.
Sure.
Only trained heating engineers can handle these. Still overpressurized.
Quickly, let's bash something! Quick, quickly, let's... Quickly, let's scribble on something!
In this panel, we see Captain Useless arguing with the ticket controller.
What do you mean, the guy who runs the laundry lift? Laundry lift. Laundry lift.
In this panel, we see Captain Useless's cape catching fire. They call her Flaming Pen. She could reduce whole libraries to rubble with a single stroke of an apostrophe.
What's going on in your head, Edna?
Oh yeah, let's burn the mallet!
No, Harvey. It's too useful to waste it for fuel.
Ah, come on, live a little.
I guess useless shit could get burned
Sheriff
here.
Conrad tinkered with the idea of giving up her job completely. She would throw her badge into the flames here and now. But then, she thought about all those unsolved crimes, all those innocent victims out there, and the free donuts in a headquarters cafeteria. And, for the 1000th time this week alone, she pulled herself together.
What a nice story you came up with there for your little persona.
Burnt ketchup. Yummy. Burnt mustard. Yummy.
Heating furnace.
A true inferno. Satan? Beelzebub? Mephistopheles? Isn't anybody home? Ouch! Hot! A true inferno.
Wait a minute, what if I use the pot holders on the fire? Oh, it works
I
kind
have a
of.
knife. I have a fork. All I need now is a good 12-ounce steak and some candlelight.
True. What the?
This looks like Uri Geller's cutlery drawer. Who did this to you? These spoons are useless now.
But we need a
These
spoon.
spoons are going nowhere. They've gone to meet their maker. These are X-spoons.
They're no longer
These spoons
spoons?
are useless now. These spoons...
Wait,
These spoons...
I can't catch up or wait.
Captain Useless can twist reality by the sheer power of his will. In this panel, we see Captain Useless challenging a black hole. Be careful with the needle and thread, handy boy.
So we have found our spoon thief. Oh no.
What do you make of these spoons, Harvey?
Nothing much. I don't like this handcrafted jewelry from tacky arts and crafts shows.
Truly, you could probably lose items in this hole.
Does this hole remind you of anything, Harvey?
Yes, it has roughly the same shape as your memory. Well, it's hole-shaped anyway.
Fuck you, man. Come on.
It's dark down there. Did I see something moving just now?
Oh, surely there is something in there.
I'd rather not. I might not be able to get out again. And I've been cooped up in a hole long enough.
True, a tower hole.
I'd rather not. If I had a hole in the inventory, I'd lose all my useful items.
Also true.
Hello? Anybody home?
A man.
Oops.
A dude.
¿Sí? ¿Qué tal?
What do you mean, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo está?
And who might you be?
My name is Almilio Sanchez de Mubelfrup, but
Mubelfrup.
most people call me Almighty Ruler.
Can I call you Almo for short?
If that's what you like. And you are?
Call me Edna.
Is that a nickname too?
It stands for Especially Dumb Nut Almelio.
I don't get it.
Of course.
What's your business down there?
What does it look like? I'm digging a tunnel to freedom! Unfortunately, I've struck a layer of hard clay.
Uh-oh, that's no
I
good.
won't be able to go on without the proper tool, and I ran out of spoons. You don't happen to have a spoon, do you?
Don't you think there's a more convenient way out of here?
Forget it! The front door is always guarded and the back door is permanently locked. The only key to that is carried by a guard named Blather, and he's more stubborn than a mule.
Oh,
But
man,
even
he's
if
full
you
of piss.
could wrangle the key out of him, which is a big if, you'd still have to get over the wall or the main gate.
So digging under it
Believe
would
me,
make sense.
A tunnel is the fastest way.
Yeah, but with spoons?
So, how's your project going?
To be honest, miserably. I've struck a layer of hard clay. I won't be able to go on without the proper tool, and I ran out of spoons. You don't happen to have a spoon, do you?
Good luck. I'll look for another way.
There's no more spoons
You
in the
won't
house,
find
Amelia.
one.
Like, none. None.
Sometimes, Sheriff Conrad tinkers with the idea of packing in her job as a cop. But then, she remembers all the lives
This
she
is another
saved.
one. This gives you
and
the hint
donuts.
that items that aren't necessary, the glass, certain ones, if you went into the hole, it'd be over.
Hey!
You would lose them.
Hey!
Hello? Are you still down there?
What is it this time?
I've got something maybe you could use.
I hope it's a spoon. That's supposed to be a spoon?
Not really.
I can't use that. I need a spoon for tunneling out of here.
Wait a minute, can't
And
you use
for
a
my
bucket?
taco flakes too. This constant digging makes me pretty hungry.
Hello?
Wait, can
you still
can I use
down
the
there?
pot? The pot's kind of a spoon. You think
What
about
is
it.
it this time?
I've got something maybe you could use.
I hope it's a spoon.
It's something similar to a spoon. It's a pot. A spoon pot.
A spoon pot?
Yeah, it's particularly handy when it comes to soup. Less dirty dishes, if you know what I mean.
No thanks. No pot in the world can replace a spoon for me.
I'm pinching my bridge of my nose on that one. Excuse me, bud?
It's already a hole. Hello? Are you
Would a
still
fork
down there?
work?
What is it this time?
I've got something maybe you could use.
I hope it's a spoon.
Close. It's a fork.
Fork? I can't use a fork. In order to dig a proper tunnel, one needs a spoon.
Or a shovel?
Got it. Like with spaghetti.
Huh.
It's already a hole. Hello? Nobody's answering. This must be the dead spot everybody talks about.
I feel like I'll lose my straw for good if I do that, because I feel like this will be a thing. Alright. Well, if we do lose the straw, we'll get it back.
If only this hole were a fountain of youth.
Yeah, we could shove Dr. Marcel down there.
He was probably just like Alfred when he was young.
Ugh. Wait, no, Alfred's all fucked up.
Dios mío.
That's how I feel. God damn it.
Dusseldorf.
Hey!
Now we need to load our game we just made. We ain't losing that glass that easily. But that's really funny that it did break it. Mazel tov. Go find a spoon. New objective. Go find a spoon. We're back here again. Got a couple of items we can use here, I think.
Yes, this one really should be dried. Whoa, is this all my spittle? Wow. Wait a moment, I'll just polish the gloss.
Right. And after that, we'll iron our clothes and clean our teeth.
Oh my god.
I can't go and cut patterns into everything I come across.
Aw, come on. Yippee!
Got him.
I haven't got anything so wet I couldn't just wipe it dry with... Hang on, I'll just wipe the pot clean real quick.
Right.
What's this? They've been secured to the background graphics. What's next?
Ah, I cannot get those.
Why would I need two items? The pot holders go if only it were...
So now what? Heat up the pot?
Yeah, isn't that the way it has to go?
Oh, that's a real funny hint. Ketchup. Because we did not hit all the sinks.
Wow.
Those are all one sink. Okay. I just realized I can get more cups. Oh my god, we can get more cups. Still nothing going on over here. Oh, what the... This is not a place we have been before. Siggy, Carl Jung. Oh, Sigmund Freud, Carl Jung, Ugly Man. Oh, yes. Door plate, door.
The best, the greatest, the godfather of know-it-alls. Thank you, Siggy. If it wasn't for you, there'd be no psychology.
Oh, the man just
You
wanted
might
to do with
say,
mom.
I'm here
Doing your
because of
mom,
you.
doing your mom.
Oh, hello, young lady. Will you come back to my house? I'll give you strudel.
Oh, they are insinuating he is a sex pest, a pedophile. Well, no. Edna's 18. Edna's at least 19.
I once dreamt I was made out of straw. I was in a field the whole day and kept the crows in check. But more and more of them came and I couldn't even cry out for help.
Wait, does she have a dream for all
I
of
once
them?
dreamt my glass was half
Oh
empty.
my
When I
god.
woke up, I was thirsty, like I had never been thirsty before. I once dreamt I was an old coat in a closet. There was a little girl with me there. I tried to comfort her, but she was just too scared.
Hold up. That seems a little too r/cryptically specific.
I once dreamt I was a toenail. I was driven into Dr. Marcel's toe casket by a giant toe hammer.
It's a little weird.
I once dreamt the phone was ringing. I wanted to answer it, but I couldn't reach the receiver, and my mom wasn't there to help me. I once dreamt my glass was half empty when
Okay, we did that one.
I once dreamt I was a pair of pinking shears. I didn't have my teeth anymore. There was just a strange whistling sound coming from the empty stumps.
Oh, typical dream shit.
I once dreamt I was a fork. I rolled up the whole world with my prongs like spaghetti, and then I ate it. Man, did I splash tomato sauce all over my front. I once dreamt I was a knife. I was free to cut and slash to my heart's content. That was a beautiful dream.
She's still a little bit of a
I
psychopath.
once dreamt I was a watched pot. They thought I'd never come to a boil. They were wrong. I once dreamt I was a potholder. I could touch anything, regardless of how hot it was. Candles, fireplaces, the sun, kids falling down
The
the
sun.
stairs.
Kids falling down stairs. Hold on. That last one seems a little problematic,
I
don't you
once
think?
dreamt I was a tube of mustard, extra hot. My eyes were watering. The harder the tears streamed, the more intense the taste got.
Some of Edna's subconscious is
I
leaking
once
out into
dreamt
this
I was a
dialogue
tomato.
specifically.
Somebody threw me, I hit something, and splashed open. All around I heard calls of boo. Then all was red. And after that, white. I once dreamt the police were after me.
Oh, she's doing
I
her police
hid under
officer
a
voice while
white
she does
sheet
this one.
Until even I couldn't see myself anymore. That doesn't work that... Captain Useless has the astonishing ability to dream in Dolby Digital Sound.
Oh, we got the comic nerd achievement.
Captain Useless. I don't see any similarities whatsoever.
So now we don't actually have to use Captain Useless on more items, but you know I'm gonna. You know I'm gonna.
I once dreamt that I was a pen. I scribbled all the walls of the world into rubble. I once dreamt I was a polo mallet. I whacked right and left until I suddenly realized I forgot to put on my pants before I went to the match. That doesn't work that... I once dreamt I was broken. The works were sticking out and my cogs were too. And my tie was all red from the oozing machine oil.
What the? I don't even know that reference,
What
to
do
be
you
sure.
think of Ziggy Bunny?
Shh, he hasn't spotted me yet.
Does that mean you're afraid of him, Harvey?
No, I still owe him money from the last poker night.
What do you think of young Harvey?
I think he's a dreamer. He's the Johnny Hidden-a-Clouds of psychoanalysis.
Didn't
He's
he
the guy who
invent
makes
the
all the
collective
Persona games.
unconscious?
Persona.
Yes, quite possible. I was there not long ago. The decor is bearable, and the music is okay. Other than that, entirely dull atmosphere. All you get there is archetypes with boring common psychoses.
True.
I once dreamt I was the works were and my
Okay.
the great analyst Jung. Hey there, I had this really crazy dream.
Little girl, it's my coffee break, if you don't mind.
I might fall asleep if I carry that around. I can feel his hypnotic dream.
Oh yeah, he
gaze.
used a lot of hypnotism,
Whoa.
didn't he? That was a thing. Oh boy, here
A
we go.
stylized picture of Dr. Marcel.
Does this say A22 or as? I can't tell.
Ooh! I don't need it. I don't dare touch it.
What about you?
What do you think, Harvey?
Boo! Boo!
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure we can wreck this one. Oh yeah, we can wreck it. We put a dent in it. Put an idiot. First try, idiot.
I will prove your guilt, oh sinister adversary.
Catch. Must. Hey, we got the achievement.
I wouldn't even touch him with potholders.
All sinks, all tables, all doctors.
I eat punks like you for breakfast.
Flash. Go some fork holes. Gave it a nice clip.
The old man smells like the stinky drink.
True.
No, there's nothing I want to tell him.
Okay. Bitma. And there goes our glass. But honestly, I think it's for the best. I think we should just keep the glass broken here. It is a place where a unique graphic for it will spawn.
Look, old man, I can effortlessly bypass all your grates with this laundry lift ticket. You're at a loss for words now, aren't you?
True. Wait. Toenails. Doesn't have a unique graphic. Now, I know there's more things you can use the glass on that we haven't used the glass on. If you keep it and don't break it and you leave with it. But at this point, I think this is the best fate for our glass, especially since we got a bunch of the achievements. And we're going to be picking up the paper cup again, now that we're on the outside world here. Sorry, I was holding us up for no reason.
Come on, leave it alone. It's just a boring sign on the door. Nothing else to it.
Group therapy for game designers. This is for the really messed up cases.
It might be some kind
What's
of
up
meta
today,
joke.
oh useful information sign?
Group therapy for game designers.
Oi, hardcore. The
Oi.
sign is attached with toenail-proof screws.
Damn, I can't use my toenail to get it off.
Okay, very informative.
Come on, it's just a...
He won't let me do anything to it?
Come on, it's...
He won't let me do anything to it.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
Alright, let's go to group therapy.
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey.
Mr. Pokey?
And this object interaction you were talking about, is this happening in this room right now?
Are you even listening? All of us in here are nothing more than...
Hold on a
That's
second.
his actual voice, by the way.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Going
Why
on
don't
in here?
you come a little closer?
What? She's auto
This
walking.
is the group therapy session for video game designers. If you don't have a signed registration, you can't attend.
Where do I get this
one?
registration?
At this time, good luck with that. The forms were on display for months. By now, they have
Her hand
surely been
cycles.
buried somewhere deep in a drawer.
I didn't want to join in anyway.
In that case, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
No, I wanted to
And
interact with the
please
room.
Shut the door on your way out.
All right, all right.
But I wanted to... there's things I can... There's a plant. I can at least ruin the
Who
plant.
needs her?
Okay, so we have a new objective. New objective. New objective. It's a new objective. Honestly, we can go and get the form down here, but then we have another problem. It's gonna need to be, like, signed or some shit. What's the other item I need to polish? I haven't gotten another silvery item that it seemed like I'd be able to polish for that one achievement. Hold up. Be in this door.
Are all these patient histories?
Probably.
The whole world must have gone crazy.
I mean, he's
Hey,
experimenting
party
too.
people, what's up in administration land? These folders aren't very entertaining. I'd need to know what I'm looking for.
True.
What do you think, Harvey?
Boring!
There are too many of them. I wouldn't even know where to start my rampage. There are two... In this panel, we see
Oh,
Captain
God.
Useless filing his tax form for the IRS. They are so boring, I can't even
Oof.
be bothered inventing a pun for
Shoulder
them.
just popped.
There are two... They are so...
Okay, so inventory items aren't gonna work here. What the hell? A note.
This says, the moon falls down to Earth. That's a bit worrying. What does this mean? The moon falls down to Earth. Who would write such a thing? Isn't there a handbook for that? Or secondary literature?
She's saying
What
this
do you make
extended
of it,
lore.
Harvey?
The moon falls down to Earth? Creepy.
I don't want to collect that. It's because it says, the moon falls down to Earth. That's a message better left down here in the basement. This says,
Gas.
that's a bit... I'll just ignore this suggestion. This wouldn't change the message one bit. In this panel, we see Captain Useless pinning a post-it note to his fridge. We're out of milk. Buy 2 gallons. This sounds like a new exciting task for Handy Boy.
Of course.
In this panel, we see Handy Boy stamp envelopes for a press release. In this panel, we can see Captain Useless's shrink crying. Captain Useless doesn't need any files or other paperwork, except the gas pump bills for his honkmobile. He can deduct those from his income tax.
Of course, tax
I'll
deductible.
leave it to the onion creatures to sort the files.
Onion creatures?
They come sailing in on their ship at night to ticket your tax documents.
What?
Ah, that explains why your dad always cried when he got mail from the IRS.
Edna.
When I've gotten out of here, I'll write Dr. Marcel a postcard from freedom. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Can we go to Vladvakistan? Please!
Maybe after we've escaped.
Yippee!
I see.
Ew. I'm allergic to paperwork.
Shall we play file switching, Harvey?
Oh, we used to play that a lot. But I don't think it'd be as much fun without Alfred and a lawnmower.
Alright, now I'm out of time for this video. So this has been Kuuimpact with Let's Play Edna and Harvey the Breakout. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment. Next time, I will be using... Well, I'm going to read that postcard, and then we're going to read the form, then we're going to fiddle with the files, because we're going to also need information from those. It's going to get interesting. And once I have the information I need, we can concoct a plan to go beat some guy in the face. You know, with our face-punching ability. So I will see you all then.